I have been teaching people how to walk in order to find pain relief for over 15 years now, and today I want to take a look at what it means to stand still. Standing is hard, harder than many people give it credit for. We have many unconscious behaviors that we pay very little attention to. Breathing is one of the most common. Walking is another. And trust me when I tell you that most people spend zero time thinking about the way they walk. When it comes to standing, it is a little different. Even though standing is one of these unconscious behaviors that we don't think about, it is almost a guarantee that your mother, father, and or grandparents have admonished you to stand up straight once, twice, or a few thousand times. You have been invariably told to stand up straight or stop slouching or take your shoulders back, all instructions that I hate, by the way. I can't imagine, though, that anyone ever told you how to stand up straight in a way that truly serves your body, mind, and aging process. Hi, I'm Jonathan Fitzgordon, creator of the CoreWalking program and So Has Release Party, and today I hope to answer the question for you, what is posture? My main approach to all of my work is to follow the KISS formula. Keep it simple, stupid. The body and how it works can be quite complex, so breaking things down to their simplest level is the most effective way to teach people and to help people get out of pain. There is a fairly specific and correct alignment for the pelvis. Many people tuck their pelvis under, and therefore I use the blanket statement, stick out your butt, which is almost guaranteed to improve their posture. Here is my simple way of explaining posture. Your bones hold you up, your muscles move you, your nerves tell your muscles to move your bones. The bones hold you up. There are 206 bones in the body. The muscles move you. This is their main function. Their secondary function is to assist in the maintenance of our posture. If the bones aren't aligned well, the secondary function of the muscles to help with posture gets involved, and the primary function of the muscles, which is to move us, doesn't work as well. Did I leave the simple behind already? The nerves tell the muscles to move the bones. The human nervous system is sort of like an endless relay race of signals being sent back and forth to and from the brain. The human body has a central nervous system and a peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system is the brain and the spinal cord, which passes through the spine. The peripheral nervous system is made up of all the nerves that come off the spinal cord to deliver the signals back and forth to and from the brain. The peripheral nerves make their way from the spinal cord to the rest of the body by passing through holes in the spine. Think of a nerve like a garden hose taking messages to the rest of the body through its flow of water. Now put a crimp in that hose and it isn't hard to imagine the flow of water slowing down. So the function of many of our nerves is to tell the muscles to move the bones. But if the bones are poorly aligned, they can easily impede the flow of nervous energy to the muscles. The bones hold us up, the muscles move us, and the nerves tell the muscles to move the bones. So we want to align the bones in such a way that they don't need to ask for much assistance from the muscles to hold us up. We want to align the bones so that the nerves have the clearest pathway through the bones to reach the muscles. It isn't that the muscles don't have anything to do when standing. If we align the bones well, the muscles can correctly perform their secondary function as helpers in the postural equation. So while the bones hold you up, they are connected together by ligaments, a harder and stronger type of connective tissue than muscle. In between all of our bones are another type of connective tissue, cartilage, that provides a somewhat soft cushion for weight to transfer up and down the skeleton. There are certain deep muscles that are considered postural muscles in that they are always somewhat active. The muscles of the pelvic floor and my favorite muscle, the psoas, are examples of these types of muscles. If the bones align, the body's muscles can be at rest when we are standing up correctly. When we stand with poor posture, we put a strain on all of our connective tissue and force the muscles to hold us up every minute that we are standing, straining the bones, ligaments, cartilage, and most importantly, the nerves. When it comes down to pain and pain relief, it is almost always as simple as creating the best and freest possible pathway for the nerves to flow, which can't happen if the bones are misaligned. Pain and the nervous system are inextricably linked. Solving the problem of one almost always involves the more harmonious functioning of the other. In the next video in this series, I will talk about breathing, another of the body's actions that we tend to take for granted. I want to finish this video with an almost universal truth about our tendencies towards poor posture. We all tend to be misaligned in a similar way. We are basically splayed open with way too much length in the front of the body and too little in the back. Looking at these two pictures, we see a body in alignment and a body that looks like almost everybody out there. The guy on the right is balanced in the front and back of his body, while the guy on the left is way too long in the front and short in the back. The man on the left is likely tight in his calves, hamstrings, lower back, upper back, and neck muscles. Sound familiar? You might not think you are the man on the left. Nobody does. But take a picture of yourself and be prepared for your jaw to drop. Let's say you look at the picture on the left and it resonates. What does this mean for your body? If we stand up with a balanced skeleton and musculature, we have a vertical spine that can bear and transfer weight through the body. If the muscles at the back of the body are tight and always pulling the upper body backwards, this will affect the spine and its discs profoundly. Aging is a trip. We degenerate naturally as we grow older, and we are essentially drying up from the minute we are born. While this is a natural process, poor posture can speed it up. If the spine begins to degenerate prematurely, that diminishes the ability of the nerves to flow to the muscles to tell them to move the bones. All of my work, whether it is the CoreWalking program, the psoas release party, the Body Mind membership program, or my new CoreWalking anatomy program, it's about helping people change their body by lengthening the back and shortening the front. Here is one of the more intense truths that I have learned in my years as a yoga teacher and helping people out of pain. I used to think that people came to class to exercise in order to change their patterns and develop better movement habits. But what I learned is that people come to class to reinforce the patterns they bring with them into the room. This was a wild revelation and changed the way I teach. Instead of simply putting people through the paces of an exercise class, I am teaching people about posture and alignment and conditioned patterns that are holding us back from healing and aging well. These concepts of posture and movement can get us started on concrete ways to cultivate better posture and a pain-free body. I think poor posture is the greatest source of muscle tension and one of the main factors in chronic pain and injuries that refuse to heal. A poorly aligned skeleton makes it difficult to make positive changes to the way we stand, walk, and sit. So look out for the next video, where I will let you in on another of the body's main functions that we tend to take for granted: breathing. If we don't breathe successfully, how are we expected to exercise well, heal from injuries, or more importantly, age gracefully? Thanks so much for taking the time to listen today, and look out for the next video in a couple of days. And if you want to do me a favor, leave a comment here or on our Facebook page. I'd love to hear from you and get some feedback. Have a great day.